So here we are, and we are studying a very interesting topic right now, sextortion. Have you ever heard of this, or have you ever been affected by it? Well, keep on watching because you're going to be learning a lot about sextortion. Frank, I want to know everything about sextortion because I know that a lot of people are actually suffering from this horrible cybercrime. So what is sextortion?
So sextortion, Ernesto, is they want to play on our innate fears. They want to play that they got an old database with a username and a password in it. And typically you're going to get an email that says something like, Ernesto, you don't know me, but I know you. And you use the password Black Bear. And as a result of that, we now have access of watching you doing things that you probably don't want other people to know. And then they threaten us with exposure.
So, I mean, I think that's exactly what they are doing. I mean, they're basically playing on the fear that they have been captured on their camera doing extracurricular activities that shouldn't be there, right?
Yeah, and especially, we just had that broadcaster that was on a Zoom call, pleasuring himself, and other people saw it. And so now sextortion is going to become even more vicious because now there's real life programs showing it. And they threaten to give it to your pastor and your workers and your mom and your dad. And there's really not a lot to worry about when you look at it.
But what do you mean don't worry about it? I mean, because they have footage of me or whatever it is doing something that I'm not going to be doing because they captured it on my webcam, I have to be worried.
But if you know you're one of those individuals that has nothing to worry about, and you're worrying about somebody blemishing your brand, blemishing your identity by saying they have that information, and you're wondering, well, but I didn't do any of that, and they don't have that, then dismiss it. Totally dismiss it. And no, if you are somebody that maybe you were doing things and in the privacy of your own home and you didn't think you were covered, in the future, block the cameras on your any of your devices. Put a piece of masking tape over it or a sticky Post-it note. But for the most part, and they don't have to take my word for it, they can go to ftc.gov, federaltradecommission.gov, and they'll see a big article on sextortion and how it's a game. They blow this out to several thousand, 10,000, 100,000 people, and they only need a few to become wealthy because they do play on your fear.
Yeah, so this is a cybercrime which people are using to play on people's fears, correct?
That's exactly what it is. And most of the time, there's really nothing to worry about. I'll give you an example. I got one of those and I said, well, this is so crazy. I'm just going to show it to my wife, right? Now I've been married to this woman for 40 years and we're devout Christians and I just don't have any need to be venturing anywhere. And then all of a sudden she said, well, that's funny. I got one too. And we just laughed about it because were they emails that or passwords that we had? Yeah, mine was actually about 15 years ago. And that's another topic on another episode is password management, because that's what they play on. The people, Ernesto, that are rehashing and reusing passwords over an extended period of time. So yeah, they can get in.
The suggestion that we need to know is if you get one of these sextortion emails and you are, at least you know that you have not been doing things that you should not be doing in front of your webcam, you should not worry about. That's the first thing that we need to do. The second thing that we need to do is we just basically have to ignore the email and don't even answer or anything like that. Yeah. What are the 2 or 3 things that you recommend that everybody does if they get affected by one of these emails?
Totally ignore it. Don't ever respond to it. Don't ever respond to it. Don't ever give in to it, because once you give in, you get sold as a person that gives in for all of these foolish crimes. So don't, we've heard for years and years on the TV about how the government never never gives ransom. And I'm saying the same thing. Once you give ransom, you're identified as somebody that will fall for all of these gigs. Forget it. Send us an email and, click on the thing, give us a call, but keep your peace of mind, folks.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for watching, Frank. Great information, and we'll see you in the following video.